Hey everybody, Dr. Jesse Morris here. I've been really enjoying making these exercise videos for you, and I hope you've been enjoying them as well. So I got a request to make a core workout, a core exercise workout. So I put that together for you today. We're gonna be on the floor today, so if you need to grab a mat or if you need to move to where you're in a place where there's carpet, go ahead and pause the video and do that now, and we'll get into it. All right, welcome back. If you moved, let's get into our work today. So the core, we're gonna do a bunch of exercises today that are gonna focus on the abdominal muscles, okay? The muscles in the front and the muscles around the low back. So working the front and the back of this core region, okay? So we're gonna start with just a little warm up to get the spine moving. We're gonna do a little cat-cow. So come down onto all fours. And then we're gonna inhale and arch the spine. So you can inhale, drop your belly down, arch. And then exhaling, round in your spine. We're gonna do about 5 more of these. So inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Just creating some fluidity in your spine. Inhale, arch. You get so stiff and sticky from all that too much sitting. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round the spine. All right, we're gonna get into a classic core cross-crawl exercise called a bird dog. So what I want you to do here is your right hand, you're gonna go palm towards the ceiling, and you're gonna reach that hand out. Left foot is gonna come up, and you're gonna kick through your heel and reach through your palm. Right elbow in, palm up. And we're just gonna hold for 3 or 4 breaths here. Making sure you have just a little bit of tensioning. The left heel is kicking out, right hand is reaching forward. And let's switch. So, left hand, palm up towards the ceiling, reaches out, right foot kicks back. You want to kick through your heel and reach forward with your palm up. Hold for 3 or 4 breaths. Good. Keep that tensioning. You're pushing your foot and your hand away from each other. Good. Come on down. We're going to do another bit of cat-cow just to keep warming up the spine. So inhale. Arch, looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale, round your spine, looking towards your belly button. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. All right. From here, we're gonna do another set of bird dog. We're gonna make it a little more dynamic. So let's start with the left foot kicking back, right hand reaching forward. From here, your left knee is gonna touch your left elbow, your right hand is gonna go palm down underneath the shoulder. We're aiming for this. Let's kick it out one more time. Kick the foot out, palm towards the ceiling. Knee in, palm down. Good, that's 2. We're gonna do 5. 3, 4, good. And 1 more. Hold this last one, kick through the heel, reach that palm forward, and switch legs. Okay, right foot kicks back, left palm is up towards the ceiling, and that hand is reaching out. We're gonna go right knee to right elbow, left palm underneath your left shoulder, palm down. Okay, 4 more. 1, 2, kick your hand and foot away from each other. 3, good. 4, I know I said 5, we're gonna do an extra just for fun. 6, good. 1 more, and hold. Good. All right, now we're a little warmed up. I want you to come down onto your belly. So, we're gonna get into a back extension, and then we're gonna do some core work face down. So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to lay down onto your tummy, And the first thing I want you to do is squeeze your knees together. You're going to lift your toes off the floor just a couple inches and pull your toes towards your shins. Your elbows are going to be in by your sides, and I want your face to be straight down towards the floor. You're going to hover your wrists and your elbows up off the floor, face is looking straight down, and just lift the chest a couple inches and just keep your knees squeezed really tightly together. We're just going to hold for 3 or 4 breaths. Your knees are squeezing together, your face is looking straight down so the neck stays long, and just hold it. Good. Come on down, and we're going to get into a plank. So with this, I'm going to do some different levels. So you pick whatever level of difficulty is right for you. So first we're going to start with elbows directly under the shoulders. Your toes are tucked under, and what I want you to do is squeeze your knees towards your elbows, just a little engagement there, and lift your hips. Your knees and elbows are squeezing towards each other, and if that's enough, stay right there. If you need a little more, go ahead and straighten your legs. Knees and the elbows are pulling towards each other. Holding. And come on down, back to the knees, back onto your tummy. Okay, we're going back into a back extension. This is subtle work, but it's also really hard. So stick with me here, you're doing great. So next, back extension. Squeeze your knees together. Toes are tucked under, toes pull towards the shins. You're gonna hover your wrists and your elbows up off the floor. Your face is looking straight down towards the mat or towards the floor. I want you to lift your chest a couple inches, squeeze your knees together nice and tight, and just hold for 3 or 4 breaths. Squeeze your knees, good, and come on down. Cool. We're gonna go back into a plank. So, elbows just underneath your shoulders, okay? You're gonna squeeze your elbows and your knees towards each other to create a little traction, and then lift your hips. If this is enough for you, stay right here. You're pulling your knees and your elbows towards each other, engaging the core. If you need a little more, lift your legs. Knees and the elbows are still pulling towards each other. It's hard to plank and talk at the same time. Come on down. Woo! Dang, that's hard work. Okay, from here, I want you to push up into a little downward dog, and we're just gonna shake out our legs a little bit. So, pedaling out your legs, shaking it out. We're gonna come into a pigeon and do just a little rest. So I want you to take your right leg up, sweep your right leg forward. You're aiming for that shin to be at about a 45-degree angle to your chest. And you're gonna come on down. If you want, you can rest your forehead down onto your hands. And you're just settling into that right hip. See if you can let the hip soften. See if you can settle in and stretch that right hip a little bit. And breathing, letting your heart rate come down. See if you can just settle in, stretch and relax for a moment. Okay, we're gonna switch legs. Come back into a downward dog. Pedal out your legs just a smidge. Sweep the left leg forward. You're aiming for about a 45-degree angle here with your shin to your chest. And settle on down. You can rest your forehead down onto your hands. And again, just breathing, letting your heart rate come down, settling down into that left hip. All right, we got more hard work to do. Come on over onto your back. So we're gonna switch now onto our backs. And what we're gonna start with is a hollow hold. So we're gonna engage and hollow out the front of the body to work on our abs. So here's how this looks. I want you to start by bending your knees, putting your feet flat. Next, I want you to lift your head and your shoulder blades off the floor, and you're gonna hold there. Your hands are gonna hover above the floor with the palms up. Knees come up to 90 degrees, and this is your first position. If this is hard, stay right here. If you need a little more, you're gonna straighten your legs and hold right there, hollowing out the front of the body and holding 3 or 4 breaths. Lifting your shoulder blades, squeezing the abs, and come down and rest. Okay, from here, your feet are flat, palms are down. I want you to walk your feet out about a foot away from your butt. Knees are gonna squeeze together, toes are gonna pull towards the shins. Palms are down. I want you to squeeze your heels towards your butt and lift your hips. Looks like this. So the heels are pulling towards the butt to engage the hamstrings. Using your hands to push your hips up a little higher, we're gonna hold 3 or 4 breaths. Come on down and rest. Okay, from here, put your feet flat. Lift your head and your shoulder blades up off the floor, palms towards the ceiling. Bring your knees up to 90 degrees, doing essentially a crunch. If that's enough for you, stay right there. If you need more, reach your legs out. If you still need more, you can reach your arms up overhead. Holding 3 or 4 breaths. Great. Come on down and rest. Bring your feet flat, palms down onto the floor. From here, we're gonna walk the feet out. Toes pull towards the shins, knees are squeezed together. From here, I want you to pull your heels towards your butt and lift your hips, pushing down through your hands, and there's a tensioning. Your heels are pulling towards your butt. You're gonna feel this in your hamstrings. Holding 3 or 4 breaths. Good. Come on down. Let's flip back over onto our bellies. We're gonna do one more set of each of those things. So, working on our core. So much fun. Okay, back extension. So you're gonna come onto your belly. Squeeze your knees together, lift your feet, pull your toes towards your shins. Your wrists and the elbows are gonna hover off the floor, looking straight down towards the mat. I want you to just lift your chest a couple inches and squeeze your knees and hold. 3 or 4 breaths. Great. Plank. Put your elbows just underneath your shoulders. Now, I want you to squeeze your knees and your elbows towards each other and lift the hips. If that's enough, stay right there. If you need a little more, straighten your legs. 3 or 4 breaths. Ooh, that's hard work. Okay, come on down. Flip back over onto your back. Okay. You're gonna lift your head and lift your shoulder blades up off of the floor. Palms up, hands hover above the floor. Lift your knees to 90 degrees. If you need more, straighten your legs. If you need more, bring the arms up overhead. Good. Come down and rest for a sec. Put your feet flat on the floor. You're gonna walk your feet out about a foot. Knees come together, toes towards the shins. Palms down onto the floor. I want you to squeeze your heels towards your butt and lift your hips. Palms pushing down, you're gonna keep squeezing your heels towards your butt. Hold for 3 or 4 breaths. Great. Come on down. Bend both knees one more time. You're gonna take your right ankle, cross it over the left knee. From here, you're gonna reach your right hand through your legs, and we're either reaching for the back of the left leg or for the shin if you have the flexibility. If you can, I want you to let your head rest down onto the floor, and we're just going for a little stretch in that right hip. taking a couple breaths, letting your heart rate come down. All right, let's switch legs. Both feet down. Cross your left ankle over your right knee. Your left arm reaches through your legs. You're either reaching for the back of the leg here or all the way for the shin if you can. And then let your head rest down onto the floor. And again, slowing your breath down, slowing your heart rate down, taking 3 or 4 nice deep breaths. All right, come on up. So, that's what I got for you today. Nice little core burner. And by all means, you can replay this. You can keep just experimenting with using those exercises in tandem. And as always, feel free to share this with your friends and family. And I'll just keep making these because I'm enjoying it and I hope you are too. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, everybody.